Okay guys, welcome back to the supplement review. Now this is going to be a little bit of a different video in light of the current situation in the UK. All gyms, restaurants, public spaces are closed, all public gatherings are cancelled, and everyone has been asked to remain at home unless they have an absolutely essential reason for leaving, and to keep all outside contact to a minimum. Now one of the side effects of this is that almost all gym suppliers, both commercial and home gym, are currently sold out of just about everything, and any second-hand gym equipment that may have been on the market is astronomically expensive. I've been looking through Facebook Marketplace and eBay, and these are the kind of things that I've been finding, just outrageous rip-offs. So I wanted to see if I could do something to help everybody at home. So I wanted to show you guys how you can make a set of cables at home for under £20. All you're going to need is somewhere to mount it. Now if you are going to start drilling holes in your walls, please consult somebody who knows something about masonry to make sure you don't just tear massive chunks of your house out. But if you've got a beam in your garage, or you've got a tree in the garden, or you know what you're doing when it comes to creating secure anchors, go ahead. I'm lucky enough to have a balcony, so that's where I'm going to be securing my pull downs from. And we're going to shoot part 2 to this video as well, where I'm going to do a floor-based pulley to work in conjunction with the pull down, so you can do some upward pulling motions to get you for biceps or kickbacks or things like that. So first of all, I'm going to talk you through what you're going to need. All of the stuff I got was from B&Q that are currently doing a click and collect service, but you can also order similar things from Amazon or from eBay or any other online store. All of the stuff you're going to need should be relatively inexpensive and easy to find. So this is how you can make your own cables at home for under 20 quid. Okay, so the first and most important thing you're going to need is a pulley. Now I got this one from B&Q, it's about £3.50, relatively inexpensive. Just make sure that you match the size of the cable or the rope that you're using to the size of the wheel. Should say on the specs on the website. The next thing you're going to need is rope. Now, I panic bought a bunch of rope from Ann Summers because I didn't know whether or not I'd be able to find any. But if you don't have any bondage rope lying around, you can also get rope from B&Q. I think this one cost me about 6 quid. It's a 5mm rope, carries up to 290 kg, so actually far more suitable for the job. The next thing you're going to need is a couple of carabiner hooks. These are about £2.50 from B&Q, and I've got 2 of those. One of them on each end of the rope is going to attach your weight, and one of them is going to attach your handles. Now, I also bought this, which I'm going to try to make my handles out of. It's a strap for tying things to the top of your car. You get 5 meters worth of straps, so plenty to play with. Now, you're also going to need one of these, which is a sewing kit. And from this, I'm going to attempt to cut my strap into sections and then make a variety of different handles for my pull down. So, let's put this all together. When you open your pulley, that's what it looks like. Now before you hang your pulley, it'd be a good idea to get some grease on there. If you've got some WD-40, that'd be great. If not, you can add a little bit of vegetable oil. You're gonna need somewhere to hang this from. So we're gonna take a first section of our rope. Let's open this up. So once you've opened your rope up, you wanna cut a couple of meters off of this so that you're gonna have something to hang your pulley from. So that should do. So cut your rope. You're gonna thread that through the pulley, and then you're going to secure that to wherever you're using as a leverage point. So that could either be a tree, it could be a beam in your garage, or for me, it's going to be the post from my external balcony. Now, do make sure whatever you're going to attach this to can handle the weight. Don't use something that's designed to be a picture frame attachment, for example, or anything that's going to damage the masonry in your house. The supplement review will not be liable for any such damages. Now, the next section of rope is going to feed through the pulley system. One end is going to attach to your load, and the other end is going to attach to your handles. So we're going to take one of our carabiner hooks. We're going to thread this through here. Now, some of you who were Boy Scouts or may have already had the bondage rope may know some more advanced knots. I found that a standard double tends to work pretty well. Now, that can then be clipped onto whatever it is that we're using for our weight. And the other end will be attached to the handles that we're going to make. So let's have a look at making those. So here are a couple of the attachments that I've made for mine. I bought 1/2 meter of this nylon rope, and then that then fits through your carabiner, and then you have what is effectively a set of rope pull downs for, I think this cost me about £2. Other options that you've got, I managed to find a fairly secure piece of metal, broke it off and then filed down the edges on a curbstone, and again fits through most of these nicely, and then that gives you a straight bar pull down. Got to be a little bit inventive in these times. Now I'm going to try and make myself a couple of sets of handles from this. So let's open it up and have a look. Now if you decide to buy the same one that I did, having opened it up, you actually get 2 of these, which would have done exactly the same job as our clips and probably save you a couple of quid as well. So it's the Master Lock 5 meter, and you get 5 meters of this strap, which will hold several hundred kilos. So what I'm going to do is cut this into sections. I'm then going to sew them together and give myself a set of very basic handles. I've gone ahead and cut myself 2 pieces that are about 12 inches and 2 pieces that are about 30 inches. and then I've cut these out as well to use for attaching the weights. Now I'm just going to sew the ends of these together using the sewing kit. Handles, so you've now got 2 short ones and 2 long ones. Now the next stage is to get some weights. If you haven't got any plates at home, don't worry, I've got a couple of ideas for you. So when it comes to weight, I've been using these, which are empty tubs of protein that I've filled with water, and then just try and make them a little bit more secure by putting sellotape around the rim of the lid to stop it coming off. Now once you've filled those, you can put them into a holdall, and that should keep them all the right way up. You could also use sand, if you've got sand, which I think would be probably heavier than water and require fewer tubs, or anything else that you've got lying around. You could use Tupperware containers, anything that's got a tight fit lid that isn't going to spill. So once you've got those and you've got your handles, you're just about ready to put this all together. Some ideas. So just some ideas about where you can hang these things. You can do it off of the staircase like this, off the banisters. If you do, please try and spread the weight between several of the supports for the banister, otherwise you may risk tearing it off. But I'm going to put mine on there. So there we go. Mounted up there. Now the next step is to feed the rope through and attach your weight. Now you want to thread it through and make sure both sides are touching the floor, because you're going to want a little bit of extra slack so you can tie off your bag and your knots against your clips. Okay. The next stage to attach your hooks, you just want to tie those both, one on each side, because one is going to go for your attachments and the other one is going to your weights. You then want to put your weights into your holdall and attach that to one end, and then you're going to attach your handles to the other. So now you've attached your weights on one side, your hook. You may want to just wrap some of the excess rope around it to get it to the height that you want it, if you don't want to cut your rope and save your options for later. But there you go. That's effectively your cable set up. Now let's just add the handles. So you can add 2 to your individual, or you can do 1, and then you can do any exercise now that you can do on a set of cables. So just to give you some ideas, you can do single-handed tricep pull downs, you could do rope pull downs, straight bar pull downs, you could do lat pull downs, although I doubt you'll be able to get enough weight with buckets of water to do full weight, but maybe single arm rows, bicep variations where you're pulling towards you. The options are really limitless. So let's give it a go. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his head down. The biggest OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably wanna get me on mopping out Lamborghinis. The youngest turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracking. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people them steady trapping and they still be getting active. I tell them to chill, I'm trying to run up these M's. So there you go, that's everything you need to make your own set of cables for under 20 quid. And I hope that helps out some of you guys. Everything available in this video is got from B&Q. Now make sure you call before you turn up at the branch to do click and collect, because their process is a little bit clunky at the moment. But I'm going to see what I can do here. I'm going to try and set up another rig so I can do flies. And then I'm also going to try a floor mounted pulley to work in conjunction with this pulley to give me an upward motion that I can then do biceps with as well. So I'm excited to see if that works. So thank you very much for checking out this video, guys. I hope this has been helpful. This is something that you really can do at home. If you've got a tree, you've got a branch in the garage, you've got a staircase that's got rails, you can do this at home. Just do it carefully, make sure you don't break your stuff. I'm not paying for anything you guys break. Sorry if this video is a bit crazy. I took a Thermo 9mm right before I started recording, so stims. See you guys in the next video. I can see me taking the lead over the new school. They remember me from selling weed at my old school. Only hit it once and now it's old news. Blew up, who the fuck we knew? Make my track out Nipsey Blue. If I get one, you get one too. I really move how bosses move. I never call myself a goat. I leave that up to the people. Everybody can't go to